I think I really like your process because I like that you understand what the needs are in the diamond. And then you are really in the diamond, the quality, the size. And I think that most people come to you and they're like, well, I want 6 carats. They don't, not as much the quality. Of course, everyone wants the best quality. But they start off with a size. And then you find that best quality lab-grown diamond only going for the CVD. And then you get multiple versions of that to bring that in to find the best ones of that. And then you really have your end result there, which is nice. So you're like getting the best of the best of the best.
Yeah.
Which I love. So it's amazing process. And I don't think, well, I would say that it's probably 1% of the 1% that even go through that extent to find the perfect lab-grown diamond. Can you tell me any other stories that you have with lab-grown diamonds and in comparison to traditional diamonds? I know you have a lot of different clients. Do you have any other use cases where you've chosen a lab-grown diamond because it was a better fit for a client?
Yeah, I've got many clients to talk about. But I first want to say that I'm sure everyone's familiar with the 4 C's. Cut, clarity, carat weight, and color. Now, I believe that there's 5 C's. What's the 5th C? Is the cost.
Yeah.
So whenever a client comes to me, a private client or even a jeweler or a dealer, and they want a specific diamond, I ask them, what is their budget? Now, for a dealer, their budget's nothing because they don't want anyone to make money, so I don't sell to too many dealers. But if a private comes to me and he says to me, I want a 6 carat, I want a GVS2, I want a GIA stone, and I want an excellent make, and I want no fluorescence. That's amazing. But what if he doesn't have the budget for it? So I ask him about the 5th C, which is cost. What is your budget? And some of them say, oh, I'd rather not say right now. And then I tell them, well, it's going to be hard for me to help you because a 6 carat GVS2, let's just say that I would sell it for 100 grand or 120 grand. They may be thinking that it's 50 grand, or they may be thinking that that's their budget, 50 grand. So I say to him, well, it's going to be around 120,000. Is that in your budget? And 9 times out of 10, they say, no, it's not in my budget. So then I say, what do you want to spend? And they tell me 50,000 or 70,000 or 30,000. Once I know that, then I say to them, okay, well, this is what I can offer you for 30,000 in natural. And I say to them, now, if you want me to quote you on lab, and then I explain to them the difference between the 2 types of lab diamonds, the 2 different processes to make them, then they get very interested because they were so excited they thought they were going to get a 6 carat GVS2 in their budget, but not even close.
Yeah.
So then I say to him, let me just quote you on a lab, and I tell them that CVD is the best and GIA is the best, and it's going to look identical to the natural. And so if it was 185 grand retail on that exact stone that's in the store, or maybe even more. Sometimes they sell them up to 400,000, depends on the store. And I tell him, for the exact same diamond that you want, that I would have charged you 120 grand, but the stores would have charged you 180 plus, I'm going to sell it to you for $18,000. So that's 10% of the retail value. And I'm going to even make my case better by showing you a 6 carat natural diamond that's 120,000 from me, and I'm going to show you a 6 carat lab diamond, which is CVD created with GIA, and you're going to tell me which one is which. And so I bring it over, and he can't tell. He has no idea, because I don't have any idea. The only reason why I have an idea is if I take my loop and I loop the girdle. So every diamond that's GIA certified, the girdle is lasered with the GIA number. It first says lab, L-A-B, and then it says the GIA number. So that's the only way I can tell that it's a lab diamond. So when the customer sees that he can get a diamond that he really wants for 10% of the price, and he can only afford 50 grand, he's going to go for the 15 grand one because it looks identical. Now, there have been times where my client would say, "Let me speak to my girlfriend and see what she thinks." And 9 times out of 10, he comes back and he says, "My girlfriend said she wants the big diamond, and she doesn't care if it's lab as long as it looks identical, because she doesn't want a small diamond. She doesn't want a 3 carat or a 2 carat, what he can afford. She wants a big diamond, and she doesn't really care. She doesn't care that it's lab or natural, because she wants what she wants." And then, yeah, like I said, 9 times out of 10 also, I sell them the lab diamond, especially if they don't have the budget for the natural.
Yeah, it makes sense. I think that's a really fair statement. That fifth C is a probably a big misconception, because a lot of people don't really know what the cost of diamonds are. It's just so variable. There's so many different aspects of it, between clarity, between size, all of these different things that the GIA certificates analyze to grade it. So it's like so hard to find that perfect diamond, and
Yeah.
everyone wants the best one.
Yeah, well, that's why I always recommend to my clients, or if it's a new client, shop around, see what you can find, and then I'll do better, and I'll do a lot better.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why my diamond or my diamonds are a lot better. I'm talking about natural now, because a lot of the stores, they've got big overheads, and also they like to do keystone, which is double the price of what they pay or what they get on consignment. And so it's very easy to beat their price, and we just want to keep our people in our factory busy. We've got over 20 or 25 master jewelers that are sitting on the bench every day, and if we're not giving them work to do, then we're paying them for nothing.
Yeah.
So we just like to get in the business. We make a fair price or fair profit, and next. But every item that we make is just as good, if not better, than the luxury brand stores.
Yeah, makes sense.